It's hermeneuticals.
Well,
Get out.
it's your boy,
Jeffrey.
What up, you guys?
Well, it's your boy Jeffrey, aka Mr. Lockdown, aka Mr. Mississippi Boy himself, and to my lovely left is
It's Mr. Lockdown. What up, you guys?
hey, we got Zack Rush.
It's coming back. Now, what's coming back? Now, that's my whole thing. When you talk about Zack, you don't know what's coming back. You just gotta be in your seat with some tissue or something, cause he gonna do something. And well, lately he been on a serious streak.
Oh yeah, he been on real serious.
So I don't know. We'll have to see.
Hey, if y'all like this video, the link will be down in the description below. Y'all know what to do when you come to these channels, especially go over to Zack and do the same thing. Hit that subscribe, turn on that all bell, and we good. But let's get right into it.
What you got for us, Zack?
It is no secret, okay, that one of the hardest things to do on God's green earth is get your youngins up to go to school.
Oh,
I don't know how.
Do we have to start off with that? which is facts, but our young,
when they got to a certain certain age, you better be up.
Period. Let's go back. Come on, Zack.
That one of the hardest things to do on God's green earth is get your youngins up to go to school. I don't know how y'all's morning routine goes, but whenever my little nephew comes and stays at Uncle Zack's house, I'd rather pull the crud out of a boar hog's tusk than I would try to get him up to go to school, because he's just like...
Damn. You first got to catch him first.
You got to get some dogs.
That's what I just said. You got to catch him first.
We were. He ain't real interested in what they got to say. You know, same when we was youngins. I mean, I'd go in there and they'd take attendance, and I was trying to go out to win it. There was way too many fish to catch and deer to kill to worry about the Pythagorean theorem. It just wasn't on my...
The what?
Pythagorean theorem. Yeah.
What? I ain't never heard of that one. What was that?
What was y'all doing?
I was more like him, but I was thinking about basketball and football.
And I was trying to go out to win it. There was way too many fish to catch and deer to kill to worry about the Pythagorean theorem. It just wasn't on my to-do list. Okay? So I can't really fault them for it. But this lovely little government that we have right now, you know, the one that everybody voted for, they are trying...
Wait a minute. Don't add me into your assessments.
Madness.
I didn't vote for that.
Now, we were going good for this 30 seconds. And now my boyfriend to go off on the deep end.
Little government that we have right now, you know, the one that everybody voted for, they are trying to take patriotism and God out of schools. Well, I am against that.
Let me stop you right there, Zack.
They been took God out of the school.
And they been took patriotism out of school. Patriotism, when you say I pledge allegiance to the flag, they been took that out.
Well, they still do the pledge of allegiance.
Well,
at our school.
Really?
We still had a flag at school.
Yeah, you had the flag at the school, but you do the pledge of allegiance in the school?
Yeah. What was y'all doing again?
Ain't no pledge of allegiance now in school. They took that one.
They have a lot of things
they took that out when we was after first grade.
Y'all
they are trying to take patriotism and God out of schools. Well, I am against that. I want that to be known foremost, just right up front. I am against that. I think that's complete and total horse shit, but I ain't got no control over it. But apparently somebody up north took a little bit of liberty upon themselves to create a group. Now, in order to go around the bylaws of the state-funded schools, they had to create a volunteer group. Well, at this elementary school, keep that in mind. This is at an elementary school, not at a...
Now, see, that always happens. Like I said, they took out the pledge of allegiance and prayer in our elementary school when after first grade. After we got out of first grade, you didn't hear about it anymore. Also,
well, first of all, a lot of times they once you get once you get to a certain grade level, then they don't. You usually hear it when you do the assemblies, you know, like programs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but when you're in the younger groups, you do it every morning type of situation.
But you got to understand, once you took the Pledge of Allegiance and you took the prayer out of school, that when the guns and everything else moved.
Well, of course, I agree. I agree with Zack on that.
Well, at this elementary school, keep that in mind. This is at an elementary school, not at a middle school, not at a high school, not at a university.
Right.
They have created a group, a volunteer group called the Pledge and Prayer Group. Now
That's a name. Pledge and Prayer. So it's PP, not the PPP. Don't get it twisted.
Lord Jesus, help us all.
Called the Pledge and Prayer Group. Now, in order to be included in this group, you must get to school 30 minutes early. Do you understand how hard it is to get a youngin' from like 6 to 10 up in the morning, dressed, brush their teeth, put their shoes on the correct feet, and get them to school on time, let alone early? But apparently for the last 14 days, the group has been meeting at the flagpole in front of the school 30 minutes before school starts. Okay?
He said up north, first of all, it's cold. Second, he said get a kid from 6 to 8 years old.
No,
up,
6 to 10.
6 to 10 up 30 minutes early before you even got to go to school. That's my child would look at you like you crazy.
I was late for school at 16, so I know.
Oh, I won't let nobody know that now.
The group has been meeting at the flagpole in front of the school 30 minutes before school starts. Okay? And they do the Pledge of Allegiance and they do a prayer every morning before school. Now, this is completely voluntary. And it started out from the video that I got. I learned about this from a video from one of my followers. They sent it to me. I was impressed with it. Y'all need to know about it. But apparently it started out with about half of the school, kids in the school, in this elementary school, showing up on the first day. By the 14th day, okay, there is over 85% of the children that are showing up to pledge allegiance to the flag in the morning, show a little patriotism for the good old red, white, and blue, and say a prayer to the God Almighty. Because a lot of people's done forgot that, you know, who's really in charge, and it's upstairs. It ain't down here.
You need to say that again because they didn't understand you, Mr. Zack. Because apparently people still think human runs the earth.
A little patriotism for the good old red, white, and blue, and say a prayer to the God Almighty. Because a lot of people's done forgot that, you know, who's really in charge, and it's upstairs. It ain't down here in the White House. That ain't what's happening. So anyway, I'm impressed with this, not only because the kids are wanting to go. I'm impressed with this because I know what it's like to get up in the morning every morning. Okay? Try to get your kids ready for school. I don't have any, but I got a nephew. And get him ready for school and get him to school on time, and then get yourself ready and then still make it to work. But not only are the kids wanting to go do this voluntarily, wake up earlier in the morning to go and do the pledge and to say a prayer before school, the parents are on board with this. The parents are waking up earlier as well. They're waking up earlier to make sure that they're there on time. That's
kudos to them. That means it's not a mama and daddy. It's parents.
Right.
Parents. Not mom and daddy. Gonna go to class. Y'all supposed to be taking care of my kids while they here. School is not
a babysitter, daycare, movie theater.
Don't touch my baby. And If you don't want nobody to touch your baby, if you think your baby can cuss out a grown person, homeschool your baby. That's what you need to do. And when by the time you get through homeschooling and he get through driving your butt crazy and cussing you out, then you be ready to put that belt on.
Waking up earlier as well. They're waking up earlier to make sure that they're there on time. That takes some serious patriotism. That takes some serious spiritual growth in order to want to go do that. Now, I'm not saying that every one of them make it every time, but I guarantee you that there's an effort going on in order to make sure their kids get there. So this whole initiative that they got about taking prayer and taking the Pledge of Allegiance out of schools, the people have spoken. It's complete horseshit. People have spoken, put prayer and put patriotism back in school. It's what needs to be there. Because if you ain't noticed, the people who aren't pledging allegiance to the flag, that don't want to be here, and the ones that don't believe in the good Almighty, they're not exactly living right. They might be running this damn country, but
Woo! Woo! That was a slide piece. That was a slide two piece. Woo! My earphones are hot.
He fried that chicken with some some canola oil.
Deep fried it, dick. Say it again.
Don't believe in the good almighty. They're not exactly living right. They might be running this damn country, but they're not exactly living right. They ain't exactly, what's the word I'm looking for? They ain't killing it. Let's just put it that way. Let's put it in terms. But I needed it to be known that there is a way around that little loophole. There's a loophole out there. Go around their little initiative about taking the Pledge of Allegiance out of schools. Anybody out there that wants to create a group, y'all better get on it because we finna take this country back. Whew, that got me fired up this morning. I love shit like this. Shit.
I'm so proud.
Woo! I'm so proud of the group. Pledge and Prayer.
Proud group.
Yes. I'm so proud of that group.
Awesome,
we need that back. We definitely need that back.
Yeah, we do. We actually do.
We
really do.
We got so much going on in the world. We ain't finna bring that into this right now. This right here is what you call a bright star in amongst the darkness.
Yeah, because the one that initiated this, the situation that's taking the prayer out of school, well, she's no longer here.
We gonna see what I'm saying? Hey, but like we say in Mississippi, 101 down, Mississippi on lockdown. Peace.